Hello, custom car enthusiasts, and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Well, you may be noticing right here, sadly, for some reason, the game did not save the giant SUV that I was wanting to work on here. So, I don't have that vehicle now. I guess we'll have to jump into the phone and see what vehicle we can get. So we've got a hot rod there. Engine problems. We got a pickup truck. There, hot rod. Supercar. Older car, Plymouth Roadrunner. I'm going to go with the Smith & Parker Eliminator or the Smith & Parker Old Daddy T. So find and fix all engine problems, cannot start the car, knocking sound coming from suspension. Find and fix any running gear problems, car is hard to control. Alright, controlling car feels loose, suspension rattling, general running gear control and repair, car is loud, repair all gearbox faults. So we'll go with this one. It's basically seems like a drivetrain problem on this. So we'll see how that goes. Ugh. Definitely need some work done to it, but we'll go ahead and get what we can done here. Let's move it to the test path and see what we see over here. Sort of curious to drive one of these cars. Not the noise I expected from it. Alright, brakes are okay. Not great. Definitely not great. Yeah, front suspension on the one side definitely needs repair. Wonder if they just found this in a barnyard somewhere. Alright, rear suspension's also shot. So let's take a look here, see if that's all the parts we needed. Nope, we still have parts to be discovered. Quite a few parts to be discovered, actually. So let's go ahead and take it out on the test track and see if that gets us more of what we need. But yeah, this really looks like something that just was stuck in a barn. They put some new interior into it, and haven't done a whole lot else. Actually, it handles pretty nicely, I'd say. Got a little squirrely on me there. Alright. So a lot of things are wrong with it here, definitely. Let's go ahead and put it onto the lift here in a moment. I just want to see what the new phone calls were, just in case I can get in there at mobile home. Very sad about that mobile home still. No, nothing there. Alright, we shall continue. I just don't understand what happened to my RV. I guess next time I'll just have to work on one of those when I get it and not stop until I'm done. Let's put it over on the car lifter A. There we go. let's go ahead and look at... Alright, so we've got parts mostly on this side that need to be replaced, both in the front and back, but we do have some brackets in the back on that side. So let's get it up here. And the nice thing about this vehicle is it is very open. Oh, not part mount. Let's unmount some parts here. Get these leaf springs off here. Nothing else on this side looks too bad, but let's go over to this side where most of it looks bad. Alright, I think with this side we're just going to go ahead and take off everything that we're seeing here. Because I think it all needs to come apart personally. Alright, now let's see what else. Oh, we still have that to take off of here. So let's go ahead and get to that. Shock absorber cap, the rear spring, and the spring cap. Alright. Now on to the front end some. We've got these mufflers here that are obviously needing to be replaced. We have a gearbox here that looks like it needs to be replaced too. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this thing was just found in a garage. Because it's what makes the most sense to me. I mean, it's a good thing this car is as open as it is because I'm taking most of it apart. Alright. Let's look at some other things here. Examine by taking it off the car. Alright, so we're gonna have to take that off the car. There's no question about it. All this needs to come apart. Really, I thought this was going to be a fairly simple car, but there is a lot wrong with it. So this actually might be the entire episode working just on this particular vehicle. Whoop, that I did not want to take off. Yeah, let's cancel on that. Alright, so what am I going to need to take off over here? Alright, in order to get that piece off, I'm going to have to remove this wheel. Ooh, that brake pad looks like it could use some changing. That was not where I wanted to click. Fine, let's go work on this side again. We'll just keep jumping back and forth until we get everything off that we need to. so now we're gonna have to go over to this side because we're gonna have to take some stuff off in order to get that side off. Alright, I'd say that's the majority of the pieces that I need off this vehicle. Quite a few. Checking the phone again just to see what we got here. Do sort of like that Salem Spectra. That's a cool looking vehicle. Alright, do we have everything we need? Alright, the leaf springs and the leaf spring U-bolts need to be replaced. Have everything found there. Found the middle parts there that need to be replaced. And the gearbox. Alright. So we have everything off of the car. Now let's go ahead and we'll organize it by name. And we'll start going through. Bottom suspension arm C. That's the first thing we need to buy. And what's the repair with minimal parts of 49%? Alright, so they have to be above 49%. That's not great condition, but you know what? That's what he wants, that's what we'll do. We're going to replace a brake drum. So we'll go ahead and take that. Go ahead and get that ordered. And there are enough parts on this that need to be replaced anyways. Clutch plate, clutch pressure plate, and clutch release bearing all need to be replaced. Let's just put in clutch and see what we come up with here. Clutch plate, clutch pressure plate, clutch release bearing. So replace that, replace that. Then we need a flywheel, front knuckle B. Front knuckle. Takes care of that one. Takes care of that. And then we need a front wheel hub and an inner tie rod. We'll get those two first. Front wheel hub. Inner tie rod. Alright. Surprisingly, the drive shaft is actually in decent condition. I thought it was worse than it was. Alright, now we need a gearbox or a V8 OHV. Gearbox OHV. I think this is the one I need. Sure, hope it is. It was. Perfect. Alright, so we need leaf springs and plates. We're just going to replace all of that. Two words, evidently. Leaf spring. So we'll get two of these. then we'll get 4 of these. Glad that it's not exactly realistic when you take it on the track, because yeah, as bad as these parts are, I would have died on the track otherwise. Alright, so we just need 2 middle mufflers. And we need an outer tie rod and a rear axle knuckle housing B. One of those. Rear knuckle axle knuckle housing B. Alright, so that can be replaced there. That can be replaced there. Then we need rear shock absorber and cap. Shock absorber B and cap. Alright, we need 2 rubber bearings. Rubber bushings, my apologies. Alright, got those. Now we'll need solid axle. We need the control arm and the drive axle. One of those and one of those. We need a spring cap and a steering rack. Oh, so the steering rack did need to come out. Alright, I was right on that. Ooh, that's an expensive part for him. No, that is not what I want to sell. That's what I want to sell. And that's what I want to sell. Then I need a sway bar front end link B. Sway bar front end link B. Almost done with the shopping here. Alright, then we need upper suspension arm B and a wheel hub bearing. So that goes there. That replaces that. And now we should be good. Everything we have is above the minimums. So let's start adding parts back in. Let's start here with the mufflers and such. Brand new clutch setup. Brand new gearbox. Put the starter back on. Alright, so that should have taken care of some of our stuff. Car's loud has been fixed, gearbox faults, and transmission have all been fixed. Alright. New spring cap. The old rear spring. Rear shock absorber cap. Left spring plate. Left spring U-bolt. Go ahead and start reassembling all of this. I can't imagine putting all this junk back onto the car with the new parts that we just put in, but I guess, you know, price would add up quickly, and so gotta make some cuts somewhere. If the parts are still usable, then I guess you gotta run them. Alright, let's go over this side. Get the steering rack in place. Put the inner tie rod back on. The outer tie rod in place. Get that wheel on. Now we'll jump over to the other side. Basically, this side I have to put everything back in place. Oh, wait a second. That needs to be pulled apart. That one's just junk. I need to get those pieces taken care of here. So let's go ahead and pick those up. See what we have. We have a double wishbone shock absorber, front shock absorber cap, and a front spring. Good thing I saw them all. Alright, get a new spring on it there. Front cap. Double wishbone. Alright. So that'll replace that one. That'll be replaced. As will that. let's go ahead and put this one back together. All brand new, looking nice. Then we can go ahead and put it back in the car. Alright. Alright, front wheel hub. Brake disc ventilated. I think it should be replaced, but you know what? It fits for right now, so we'll leave it. Wheel hub bearing. Wheel hub cap. And finally the tire. Make sure I don't have any parts left over. I do not. So let's go ahead and see if we got everything on the list. Everything there's good. Everything there's good. All of that's taken care of. As are those. Alright, so we've made... we spent 5,071. We've made a profit of 14,651. What? Oh, good lord. Why did it do that? That's just weird. Never have had it where it's, giving me the two different wheels as even options. Let's go ahead and take this wheel off. Alright. Put a wheel back on. There we go. That's something I will have to pay attention to because that is a first. So it's saying that this hub really should be replaced. But everything fits here, so we can finish the order. That's the way he wanted his vehicle, so we will give it to him that way. Still didn't get a... of these, I definitely would say the Thunderbolt is the most interesting one. But that car took an enormous amount of time as it was, so I think we're just going to go ahead and end this episode here. If you enjoyed the episode, please go ahead and click that like button. If you've not already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, so that way you're aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you, and I hope to see you back for more Car Mechanic Simulator 2018.